Hello, fabulous Capricorn. Welcome to your horoscope for the month of March 2018, looking at life and love. I am your astrologer, Nadiya Shah. Thank you for being here. What an amazing month it is. We have got a full moon right out of the gate. We've got a full moon finishing the month as well, and smack dab in the middle, a very inspired, very healing new moon as well. I'm excited to tell you about it all. So let's take it one at a time. Let's start with that full moon happening in fellow earth sign Virgo. So right as we start this month, we are feeling the energy. We are having this full moon. It is speaking in supreme harmony with Saturn, but also standing across the sky from Neptune. Now, this is happening for you in a part of the sky that has to do with things like long distance travel, immigration, citizenship, higher learning, legal matters as well. So here's a couple of things to remember with this. I love that connection with Saturn. I feel like it is stabilizing. It suggests maturity and a long-term perspective, and it suggests knowing the right action, knowing the right process, and knowing your next steps to get you where you want to be in the higher picture of your life. But in order to get there sometimes there's a little bit of uncertainty, right? There's some tiredness, maybe some disappointment. That may be part of this full moon as well. We do have Neptune standing across from it. And so it does suggest a little bit of emotions, a little bit of uncertainty that may take place there. But ultimately, we do strengthen ourselves and know the best way forward. So if you have an ongoing matter in any of these areas, this can be an important time of culmination, an important time of understanding what it is that you want to do and what it is that you need to do to be where it is that you want to be in any of these areas of life. As we move towards the middle of the month, we have this beautiful new moon taking place that I'm very excited about. This new moon is speaking in supreme harmony with Jupiter, speaking in harmony with Pluto as well. And this is happening in a part of the sky for you that has to do with siblings, cousins, and neighbors. But there's something else that's special about this new moon, and that is happening hand in hand with Chiron in the sky. Now, Chiron is an asteroid, and it represents a few different things. It represents things like vulnerability, it represents healing, and it represents moving forward, evolving past the hurts of the past. Considering the very harmonious connection with Jupiter and with Pluto, it looks like a positively transformative time, whether it is with one of these particular people, whether you find yourself in conversation with them, whether you're able to bring things up, may very well happen. Bring up things that maybe have been touchy subjects, things that you have felt, things that they have felt that allow you to move forward, allow you to heal what needs to heal in those relationships, or even just feeling like you have this confidant, feeling like you can get another perspective that ends up being tremendously helpful to you. All of this is possible with this new moon. The other part of this new moon has to do with understanding communication and the power of communication, the beauty of communication especially, and how it is that synchronicity can play out in your life to change things for you very quickly, especially where it comes to moving your life forward, evolving forward, as I like to say. So this is powerful, it is beautiful, and it does suggest that through words, social media, communication, spontaneous conversations, it could really feel like you are in the right place at the right time, connecting with the right person, and it makes a big difference for you personally, but possibly in other ways as well. Now, as we move towards the end of the month, we have got this full moon that I have my eye on, I must say, this full moon finishing out the months. And this is a full moon happening at the very top of your sky, in a part of the sky that has to do with career, social standing, life purpose as well, covered by this. Now, this full moon is doing some interesting things. It is standing across a retrograde Mercury. It is also speaking with Mars and Saturn. So this is a type of conversation that astrologers call a T-square. And it is a conversation of some tension, but also motivation as well. I feel as I look at this, first, let me just say, there's not surprise energy with this, okay? So I'm not seeing anything coming out of nowhere. It isn't like you're being, all of a sudden something is happening. So whatever does transpire at this full moon, it will have been a long time coming. And this does suggest that there are experiences that may happen that feel like they provoke you very strongly, or they get a rise out of you, but you are knowing that it is best to be restrained, to take a restrained approach to it. And so I'm sorry to say, but if you have a boss or a supervisor who you know isn't necessarily the nicest person, then some of that may show itself at this full moon as we get to the end of the month. Now, if you are, if that's not the case for you, then it won't manifest in that way. This can be much more of an inner journey as well, a journey to want to change your circumstances for the better, or a journey to want to put one chapter behind where it comes to your understanding of your career goals, where it comes to your understanding of what it is that you're aiming for. If you are a person who wants to more fully align yourself with some sense of a higher, more loving vision for your life, you want to align yourself with a feeling of life purpose, of knowing what that may be, then this can be a very powerful time that gives you insights into what needs to change. What is it that you need to do to move yourself in the direction that you most desire, as well as a commitment to the process that will see you there. Now, where it comes to matters of love, look, important lunar events like this certainly will bring a focus in love, but I do think the magic is really right around that new moon in the middle of the month. It is a time of ease. It is a time of easily connecting with new people if you're open to meeting someone new. Now, do keep in mind, Mercury goes into shadow this month, will be retrograde before the month is over. So you want to be a little mindful of that, especially where it comes to things like connecting with people from the past. But if you're open to meeting someone new in general with a month like this, with a new moon like this in the middle of the month, online connections, social media connections can go extremely well. If you are someone who is in an established bond, if you need to have a key conversation with your partner, then the middle of the month is a great time to do that. It will be when Mercury goes retrograde that you are going to be much more interested in spending time alone with your partner, carving out a sacred space for the two of you. What I love about this month for you, well, look, it's got to be that new moon, of course, right? It'll just give you such an ease to express, such an ease to communicate. If you are a writer, if you're just someone who wants to get in touch with your voice and know how to express and use it in the world, that new moon will bless you. And you're starting this month feeling very much in your element, a strong energy that you carry forward. Well, thank you so much for watching. You can get a video like this every week by logging on to astrofabulous.com or nadiyashah.com. Sign up to be one of my superstars. Superstars get expanded exclusive video scopes every week and so much more in the superstar space. I look forward to meeting you there. It'll be a great month. Enjoy.